Come out with us and play, love your London, have a banana. Hello and welcome to a little special. Every now and then we have our specials where we look at experiences, especially virtual experiences that this wonderful city London has to offer. You may remember, and if not, there are links in the description below, but we also visited the Tower of London experience, all about Guy Fawkes. In a previous episode, we also visited the War of the Worlds, the Van Gogh. We've done quite a lot, but today we're over here. So we're not going to Urban Outfitters, we're going next door to Eclipso. And they've got something a little bit special that they're running, and it's all about the Titanic, which is, of course, the famous ship that met a very sorry end in April 1912. And we also have, as always, we have a special discount code for all our wonderful subscribers. We ourselves are not getting paid to promote it, but we have got in for free, so that's just for full disclosure. We got in for free, but you'll be able to get in for 10% off. Thanks to our special discount code. So let's go and investigate it. How long has this been running?
So we opened up in February here. Eclipso, we did have a previous venue in Stratford before where we did some other bits, but that was temporary, we closed that down. Yep. Now we're here in Camden, here to stay, here to bring the fun. At the moment, it's the Titanic experience, which is a very cool experience. It's like being on the Titanic. You wear the headset, you walk around the actual ship. It's really cool what we've got here as well.
Sharon's a bit of a Titanorak, as they call it.
Oh, really?
We went for the 100th anniversary of the Titanic. We went to the museum in Belfast and met Robert Ballard as well, the guy who discovered it, of course, along with Bismarck and thermal vents under the water and lots of things. Not only known for the Titanic, but that's what everyone sort of knows him for. But fantastic. So we're really looking forward to it.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And lovely pose. 3, 2, 1.
You'll know it's a real wall when you see a gridded line before you get too close to it. So if you see a gridded line, it means you're heading for a wall or you're heading out to the area meant to be in. Just turn around and change directions. In just a moment, there'll be a lady speaking to you in your headset, explaining everything I told you. Yep. And then once she's done speaking, there'll be arrows on the floor leading you to a campfire where your experience will start.
Okay, so what you're seeing us do now is follow some lines which direct us to a fire that we stand around. While all you can see is an empty room, we are in fact taken on a visual journey. We can walk anywhere, but if we get too close to a real wall, as Jay just explained a moment ago, we see a sort of mesh pattern. In a nutshell, once you put on your headsets, your first journey is to accompany the robotic submersible, just like the one used by Robert Ballard when he finally found the wreckage. There's plates lying in the sand, jellyfish floating around, and various crustacea scampering around the seabed. Eventually, you're taken inside the Titanic itself, where you can explore the engine room, which is absolutely fantastic, poke around the bedrooms, check out the bridge, watch the rowing machine being used inside the gymnasium. Plus, you can actually walk around these characters in 3D, which is such fun. In fact, we don't really want to show too much of it because we don't like spoilers, and I'm sure you don't either. But my favourite part was when the orchestra started playing at the top of the stairs and people started dancing the waltz. And without any prompting, it just felt natural to join in. You are literally dancing around the ballroom, trying not to bump into any of the other virtual characters, and dancing around them in 3D. Then it's up on deck to see the fateful iceberg approaching, and the rest, of course, is history. But we would like to take this opportunity to thank Jay for filming us throughout the 30-minute experience, which must have been dreadfully dull for her. And after removing our headsets, we got to chat to another member of the lovely Eclipso staff, Connor.
Around the weekend, that's usually our busiest time, and we can fit up to like 36 people in there. So with our bigger section, which is section 1, we get like up to 14 to 16 people. In our section 2, we get up to like 10 to 12 people, and then on our section 3, we get 10 to 11 people.
Oh, I see. So there's different. We were just in one section today.
Yes, so you was in our second section. You had the whole spot to yourself as well.
So is there other things happening in the other sections at the moment, or are they?
So at the moment, we're only currently telling the story of Titanic.
Right.
We will be an updated version of Titanic soon, so we'll have 2 more extra scenes. Right. And then in September, we'll have another story about ancient Rome.
Okay.
Which I'm looking very forward to.
And it'll be a similar sort of thing with like...
Similar sort of thing, everything to do with our VRs.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we are here at the lovely lock on a gorgeous day. Here we are. So I would say that was really rather enjoyable. I'm not a VR connoisseur, but I didn't fall down once. I didn't even feel dizzy, and it was a nice venue. They had good ventilation, lots of space, and it was an animated story of a dive, as you'll see in some of our stock footage, that was actually quite enjoyable. And here's Tristan. I'll pass you over.
Yeah, no, that was really, really fun. I must say, I mean, it's quite different to the other experiences we've been to, because the other experiences involved some of the time not wearing your VR glasses and walking around, and then like being asked to put them on at certain moments. But this case, the whole half hour we were wearing them, and it was just the 2 of us and the lovely Jay who filmed us. That was really, really nice of her. So thank you so much, Jay. Thank you to everyone, really. Thank you to Antoine and to Carl, who helped organise this.
And was it Connor at the desk as well?
Connor at the desk was lovely, and of course Dave, who we met at the beginning. Lots of lovely people, really friendly staff, really helpful, and loved it. It was a good story. I thought the graphics were quite good. I found it really fun to walk around, and also because it's just the 2 of us. It was great. So they said that there were 3 different rooms, so it depends on how busy they are. So it's never going to get too busy, because they can always put you in one of the other rooms when it does get busy. But as you said, there's a special discount so that we can offer to all our subscribers, and that will give you 10% off. And yeah, we recommend it. Absolutely brilliant, really good experience.
And a good half hour well spent.
Definitely, and it's in Camden, so when you finish...
Yeah, get it damn things. Get it when you can.
Yes, and because it's in Camden, it's such a lovely place. I can see it's a beautiful day today.
It's right by the station.
We're at the Ice Wolf, which is the cheapest pub really in Camden, because we haven't got very much money. We have to look after our pennies, so
you buy beer. That's what you do.
You can buy beer, exactly, but you can be our patron if you want. The details are in the description below. You can look. We've got some lovely patrons who've been supporting us throughout this. If you want to give us money, you can just make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and also remember to like, remember to share on your social media, and do remember to comment down below, because that helps us the YouTube algorithms. They realise that people actually do like our channel.
But let's give the experience our Love Your London rating, bearing in mind that both the Gunpowder Plot and the War of the Worlds VR experiences got 5 stars. Will this do the same? Firstly, all the staff we met were absolutely lovely and competent. Also, the technology worked perfectly. There was no bumping into walls, and you could walk around the characters, which you couldn't do in the other experiences. Also, the entire 30 minutes is a VR experience, whereas with the other ones you were walking around and interacting with the characters in between VR. One big negative, of course, is that it's not wheelchair accessible, as it's down a long flight of stairs, meaning that we wouldn't have been able to bring with us our good friend and patron, Kate Carrier. Another minor niggle is that while it's great fun to be able to walk around the characters, they didn't look terribly realistic, especially when they were talking with minimal mouth movement. They kind of looked like characters from that old video game The Sims. The other graphics of the ship itself, as well as the underwater footage, was top-notch though. We think that there was a missed opportunity with not including the actual sinking of the Titanic, in which perhaps we could have been standing on a shaking or tilting platform, hanging onto a railing or something, though that would have probably been more expensive. Plus, it would have made it perhaps less suitable for minors, because right now anyone over the age of 8 is welcome. They could also have included sitting in a lifeboat. As we saw at the War of the Worlds, we actually did sit in boats for one scene, so technically it would have been possible. However, Connor did hint earlier at there being 2 scenes to be added later this summer, so perhaps this may yet come. On the whole, we would probably give this 4 stars out of 5. However, since it is far cheaper than the other experiences, especially with your 10 LYL discount code, and given that it is 100% virtual reality, we're bumping it up to 4.5 stars.
So we'll see you at the next place. We're still obviously in the middle of releasing our episodes on Bayswater and Notting Hill. The next one's coming up really, really soon. Can't wait for you to see it. And that all leaves us to say, till next time. Bye. That was good.
Yeah.
Every day in our vlogs, we wander, we marvel. This is how our stories go on. Through London's bright evenings and laughter between us, you inspire us to go on. East, west, wherever we roam, we believe that the fun will go on. Once more, our facts you'll adore, and you're here in our vlog. Love Your London goes on and on. From Acton Town to Wimbledon, from Brixton to beyond. Love your London, have a banana.